Chancellor Carter, candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the College of Arts and Sciences, the School of Business, the School of Education, and the Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies program have now assembled for the 2013 Spring Commencement Exercises.
Will you remain standing for the invocation from Reverend Father John Gillespie?
Let's quiet our hearts and be aware of God's presence here in our midst. Ever living and loving God, the ending of any work can lead us to give thanks to you, just as the beginning of any labor can lead us to call on your blessing. For we are but pilgrims between time and eternity. In you are the beginning and the end of all our journey. This commencement of our students brings an ending to one chapter of their lives, even as it inaugurates a new one. Yet we take time to give thanks and celebrate the completion in them of what you, O God, ultimately began when they started their studies. We also give thanks to you for the founders of this institution. 125 years ago, it was their vision in the past that freed others to have different dreams for the future. We ask, too, for blessings on the professors who taught these graduates, the families who shaped them, the friends who encouraged them. Remind the graduates that even with hard-won diplomas in their hands, they have not yet reached the heights of human knowing, that the life of the mind is incredibly open, and that however vast their knowledge, it is but a drop in a measureless ocean. And before you, O God, all knowledge pales. Teach them that your presence in life challenges not their logic, but their love. And so, in the poet's words, be of love a little more careful than of everything. Finally, ever living and loving God, whatever mission you have entrusted to them, whatever achievements you help them realize, let the graduates know this wounded world needs their compassion as much as their competence. If they know this, they will know you, O God, our beginning and our end. Amen.
Thank you, Father Gillespie. Please join in the singing of the National Anthem led by Dr. Jaeyoon Kim and the Pembroke Singers.
Stripes and bright stars through the
Thank you, Dr. Kim. Please take your seats. Candidates and honored guests, I am pleased to welcome you this morning to commencement, a part of our 125th anniversary. I'll admit to you today that I'm a little nervous. I ordered up sunshine and 80 degrees. And there are a lot of special graduates out there that I know personally that I really wanted. Sunshine. So what we're going to do today is create our own. We're not going to let a little bit of intermittent drizzle cut out our sunshine. Are you with me? So we're going to have a sunny day. And those of you that have umbrellas, when it does quit drizzling, if you would drop them down so that people could see, that would be great. So let's go on with the commencement. There are many representatives from throughout the university, including faculty and staff members, trustees of the university, and special guests who are here today to witness this commencement, to celebrate your accomplishments, and to offer you a little advice along the way. I would like to recognize members of the platform party who are here to support your achievement, but will not be speaking in the program. I will ask each to stand as I call their name and be recognized, and let's hold our applause until all are standing. First, members of the University of North Carolina at Pembroke's Board of Trustees, Mr. Bob Caton, Dr. Dwight Pearson, Mr. Tim Brooks, senior administrators of the university, Dr. Richard Cosentino, Vice Chancellor for Finance and Administration, Dr. Lisa Schaefer, Interim Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, Mr. Daniel Kinney, Chief of Staff, Ms. Wendy Lowry, Vice Chancellor for Advancement, Mr. Joshua Malcolm, General Counsel, Mr. Patrick Stirk, Interim Director of Athletics, Dr. William Gash, Interim Dean of the Graduate School, Dr. Mark Milowitz, Dean of Esther Maynor Honors College, Dr. Susan Witt, Interim Dean of the Library, Ms. Sharon Kissick, Registrar, Ms. Natricia Drake, Associate Registrar, and last but certainly not least, your student body president, Robert Nunnery. Let's give them a round of applause. I now ask that all faculty rise to be recognized. It is because of their, please rise, faculty, they're over here. It is because of their hard work and dedication that you're here today. Let's recognize them the way we should. Thank you. In conjunction with our 125th anniversary, I'm honored to recognize some trailblazers in the rich history of this institution. Today, we recognize members of the class of 1940, the first to receive four-year baccalaureate degrees, along with the first white and first African-American graduates of the institution. The first four-year baccalaureate degrees were conferred in 1940 to 6 students. They were Ms. Inez Hunt, Mrs. Atiska Locklear Hunt, Mr. Dorsey Lowry, Reverend Charles W. Maynor, Mr. Conrad Oxendine, and Mr. Joseph Sampson. Reverend Kristen White was the first non-Indian to enroll and graduate, and Mrs. Sylvia Baham Banks was the first African American to graduate from Pembroke State College. As special guests of the university, Mrs. Banks is with us here today, and we are also joined by family members of the class of 1940. Would all of you please rise, and let's recognize them with a round of applause. Please rise. We have some special awards here today. I invite Mr. Frank Granger of the University of North Carolina Board of Governors to bring greetings from the board and the University of North Carolina General Administration and to present the UNC Board of Governors Award for Excellence in Teaching. Mr. Granger.
Thank you, Chancellor, and it's a real pleasure to be here with you today. I want to congratulate Pembroke State University on its 125th year anniversary. This is wonderful. It was not a lot of years ago that I spent an entire summer here when I graduated from high school, just a few miles down the road in Columbus County. But let's get to what we're doing today. Good morning on behalf of the entire University of North Carolina Board of Governors and the UNC President, Tom Ross. It is my great pleasure to bring greetings today, graduates and their families, to the university, distinguished faculty and staff, alumni, Board of Trustees, and members of the university. It is also my privilege to present this year's Board of Governors Award for Excellence in Teaching to one of your most outstanding faculty members established by the Board of Governors in 1994 to underscore the importance of teaching and to reward great teachers across the university. Awards given annually to a tenured faculty member. Each UNC campus, each winner receives a bronze medallion and a cash award. We are awarding this 2013 Board of Governors Award of Excellence in Teaching to Dr. Tim Ritter. Now I know all would like to be invited, and so Ken Knott, would you please come up to the podium, please?
Dr. Timothy Ritter, a professor of physics in the Department of Chemistry and Physics, began his career at UNC Pembroke 17 years ago. His classes embody his teaching philosophy to bring his courses alive for his students, illustrating concepts while emphasizing the applications of physics beyond the classroom. He has been called masterful and exemplifies the best qualities that students desire, making the hard concepts of science seem effortless. Dr. Ritter's unique talent for teaching is complemented by a deep commitment to engaging students in research. Since 2002, he has been directing a NASA-sponsored microgravity research program at UNCP in which students devise and perform experiments in a zero-gravity environment. 7 teams of his students have been accepted by NASA to fly their experiments in NASA's microgravity research aircraft in Houston, Texas. Dr. Ritter, we also commend your service to your country as a veteran of the Iraq War and commander in the United States Naval Reserve. We celebrate your outstanding professional achievement, and we salute your commitment to great teaching and inspiring a new generation of learners. You are truly among the finest of the UNC system's 14,000 faculty members. And now I'll ask Mr. Frank Granger to place the Board of Governors Excellence in Teaching Award medallion around Dr. Ritter's neck.
Thank you, Mr. Granger, and congratulations, Tim. It's an honor well deserved. I now invite Dr. Wiley Barrett, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, and Dr. Susan Kanata, Chair of the Faculty Senate, to bring greetings.
Good morning. It is my pleasure on behalf of the Board of Trustees to welcome parents, alumni, staff, family, and friends to this celebration of the class of 2013's graduation. Graduation Day is an occasion to reflect on the memories and experiences you have made at UNC Pembroke during the past few years. Graduates, today is your day. The only advice I would pass on is the advice I got when I was sitting there. Try not to become a person of success. Rather, try and become a person of value. Congratulations.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to offer you greetings on behalf of the UNCP faculty. I realize this is an exciting time for you, and I do share in your excitement. It makes every faculty member on campus very happy to see you sitting here. I'm sure in the past couple of weeks you've been saying, I'm almost done, I'm almost done, I'm almost there. And today you might be thinking, I'm done. I did it. I'm really done. But I'm sorry to have to tell you, you're not really done. Now, before you start worrying about some graduation requirements to fulfill that you're not aware of, let me say that if you're sitting here, you have fulfilled all the requirements, and a bachelor's degree will be conferred upon you today. So breathe a well-deserved sigh of relief. What I mean is that you're not done learning, not done creating knowledge that can transform the world into a place that is more equitable, more tolerant, more just, and more conscientiously productive. Paulo Freire, a Brazilian educator and humanitarian dedicated to the liberation of the oppressed, believed that knowledge emerges only through the restless, impatient, continuing, hopeful inquiry human beings pursue in the world, and with each other. For Freire, education, action, and reflection are intricately tied to the kinds of transformation necessary for freedom and the end of oppression. He insists that the only time you're finished learning is when you die. And this statement can be read in two ways. One is that to be alive, to be human, you should be constantly learning. But I also read in this statement a warning. If you're alive and believe you're done learning, then you're metaphorically dead. So how do you stay alive, continue to learn? How can you transform the world? You maintain the inquisitive nature we have hopefully instilled in you. You actively seek out improvements. You work to convey your learning to others. You work collaboratively, and you respect diversity. You remain uneasy if something doesn't work well for everyone. You become impatient until it's resolved. And above all, you fuel your endeavors in the spirit of hope, knowing that with knowledge, with education, with continuous learning, the remarkable potential of humans can be realized. So, no, you're not done, but you definitely deserve time to rest, to rejuvenate, and to applaud yourselves for your accomplishments so far. And finally, I offer to you not yet done people my sincerest congratulations and best wishes for your future learning endeavors.
Thank you, Dr. Barrett and Dr. Kanata. I told you I was nervous. But I am excited today to introduce a new award. This award recognizes outstanding service to the university. It's the Chancellor's Award for Excellence, and this will be the first time that we have given it. And there are two people that I would like to come forward to receive this. It's Patricia Fields and Lawrence Locklear. Patricia and Lawrence have served as co-chairs of the 14-month-long 14-month-long 125th anniversary for this university. The two of them coordinated more than 75 events. That's more than one event per week that celebrated our university's history. And I think I went to every one of them. So in some ways, I'm glad this celebration is coming to an end. As the director of the Givens Performing Arts Center, Patricia seems to be everywhere all the time, sometimes in two places at once. And Lawrence, as the unofficial historian of UNC Pembroke, seems to be really a part of the history from its founding. Together, the two of them created scores of ways for us to celebrate our story. They've epitomized the theme of the university's 125th celebration by ensuring that every event honored our heritage and demonstrated how UNCP is soaring toward our future. And so I am delighted to honor both of them today with the Chancellor's Award for Excellence as a beginning award that brings to the conclusion the 125th anniversary celebration. Thank you both. From time to time, universities bestow an honorary degree on someone who has shown remarkable qualities. We have such a person among us today, Ms. Arlinda Locklear. She's been a friend and a supporter of this university and this entire community for a very long time. Her service to others has changed lives for the better, and we are honored to bestow on her today an honorary degree. For the conferring of the honorary degree, I will ask a faculty colleague, Dr. Jane Halliday, to present the candidate. Provost Kitts, would you and Ms. Locklear, along with Ms. Halliday, come to the podium?
Good morning, everyone. Arlinda Locklear's roots are firmly planted in the southeastern soil of Robeson County's Lumbee community. The American Bar Association has described her as a pioneering attorney in Native American law, noting that Locklear's decision to become an attorney arose from the deep discrimination against American Indians she witnessed and experienced in her early years, and the pain and shame this discrimination caused members of her own family and community. During her 35 years of experience in the legal field, Locklear has represented tribes throughout the country in federal and state courts on issues that are fundamental to Indigenous sovereignty and self-determination. These issues range from treaty claims, resource rights, taxation disputes with states and local authorities, to reservation boundary issues and the federal recognition of tribes. In particular, Locklear is a nationally recognized expert in federal recognition of tribes and Indian land claims. Locklear has represented tribes in the United States Supreme Court in several cases and was lead counsel in 2 such cases. In 1984, she successfully challenged the state of South Dakota's authority to prosecute a member of the Cheyenne River Sioux tribe for on-reservation conduct in Solemn v. Bartlett. In doing so, Locklear became the first Native American woman to argue a case before the Supreme Court. In 1985, Locklear represented the Oneida tribe of Indians of Wisconsin in Oneida Indian Nation v. County of Oneida, in which she formulated and argued the theory adopted by the Supreme Court, holding that tribes have a federal common law right to sue for possession of tribal lands taken in violation of federal law. The Oneida case is the seminal case upon which all other land claims litigation has since been based. Locklear has also served 2 terms as a member of the UNCP Board of Trustees and has received numerous awards and honors. She was honored in 2012 by the American Bar Association with a Margaret Brent Award for Women Lawyers of Achievement. In the announcement for this award, Locklear is described as an inspiration to other Native American women lawyers, and she is always available to mentor other women lawyers. Her intellect, passion, and broad vision are hallmarks of a Margaret Brent Award honoree. Locklear earned her law degree from Duke University School of Law, and she is a member of the bars of Maryland, North Carolina, and the District of Columbia. She also holds honorary doctorates from State University of New York, Oneonta, North Carolina State University, and the College of Charleston. Today, UNCP proudly joins these distinguished institutions in awarding Locklear this honor. As a Lumbee woman who has dedicated her career to advocating for the rights of Native Americans, Locklear demonstrates how determination and the pursuit of higher education allow all of us to rise to the top of our chosen professions. Her work also highlights the value of commitment, both to Native peoples nationally and to one's home community, values shared by the founders of UNCP, whose 125th anniversary we have been celebrating for the past year. It is my pleasure to introduce Arlinda Locklear. She stands as a powerful role model for American Indian women specifically, women of color generally, and for all people who still believe that there are few more valuable pursuits than devoting one's life work to justice for all. These qualities make her a worthy candidate for the UNCP Honorary Doctor of Laws degree. Chancellor Carter, I am pleased to present Arlinda Locklear.
Thank you, Dr. Halliday. Arlinda Locklear, your lifelong commitment to restoring and maintaining the legal and human rights of American Indians is noble work that has benefited many. Also, you have been a superb ambassador for UNC Pembroke. The University of North Carolina at Pembroke is proud to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of North Carolina and the faculty and board of trustees of UNC Pembroke, I confer upon you the honorary degree, Doctor of Laws, with all the rights and privileges and responsibilities thereto appertaining, and cause you to be vested with this hood appropriate to the degree. Congratulations, Dr. Locklear. And now I invite Dr. Locklear to the podium to give the commencement address.
It's good to be home. Thank you everyone. Thank you for the very gracious introduction, the comments, and this degree that touches my heart in ways that everybody here probably understands. Members of the UNCP Board of Trustees, Chancellor, Provost, faculty, parents and families, and most of all, graduates, it is my pleasure to be with you this morning. I want to express my deep gratitude to the honor that UNCP does me today. I am humbled by it. Now I will always be a part of the historic class of 2013. The class that graduates 125 years after the first students entered this institution. I've always been a little bit apologetic about my attachment to this campus, never having attended school here. Now I'll be apologetic no more, because I am one of you. Thank you for that privilege. This is an exciting day for you graduates. You can be justly proud of your achievements. It is an event worthy of great celebration. But once the celebration is over and the diploma is framed, I urge you to find a quiet time to reflect upon the quality of the institution that has awarded you your degree. You are a graduate of a special place that not only qualified you in your chosen field of study, but also one that reflects the value of a life lived with purpose. It is that lesson that I'll speak about today, a lesson that infuses the history and people of this special place. In 1887, leaders of this community, mostly Indians, but also a few non-Indians, petitioned the state of North Carolina to establish an Indian normal school for the training of Indian teachers. 2 years earlier, the state had created a separate state-funded school system for the Indians whom the state had recognized as Croatans. The Croatan Indians, ancestors of the modern-day Lumbees, quickly realized the need for Indian teachers in their Indian schools, and hence the 1887 petition. The state of North Carolina responded. On March 7, 1887, the North Carolina legislature passed a statute creating the Croatan Indian Normal School. The legislation was really a kind of experiment on the part of the legislature, one to last for 2 years. It authorized the appointment of 4 trustees for the normal school, which trustees were in turn authorized to select 3 additional trustees. It appropriated $500 to be limited to the payment of salaries only. The course of study was to be the equivalent of elementary and high school through the 11th grade. And enrollment was limited to Indians aged 15 and older. Upon graduation, the Indian normal students were obliged to teach in the Indian school system for at least 1 year. It was an experiment because continued funding was contingent upon the actual opening of the school within 2 years. Without any assistance from the state in obtaining land for the school or the construction of a building. But the trustees succeeded. They purchased 1 acre of land for $8, located in Pates, about 1.5 miles west of where you are this morning. And they constructed a building with volunteers and donated funds. The trustees opened the doors of the institution in the fall of 1887 with 15 students and 1 teacher. In 1889, the legislature appropriated $1,000 for the Croatan Normal School. What had begun as an experiment became a permanent feature of the Indian community. The school graduated its first class in 1905. In 1909, the original building burned, and the state appropriated $3,000 for a new building. This was the first state appropriation for physical infrastructure for the normal school. In 1911, the legislature authorized the trustees to convey the normal school property to the State Board of Education, thereby establishing a permanent connection between this school and the state. In 1921, the state appropriated $75,000 for the modern building of a school, and in 1922, Old Main was built. The construction of Old Main brought with it an expansion of the academic program at the school. In 1924, North Carolina granted the normal school a standard high school rating, and the school began teaching a full normal school curriculum in 1926. The school graduated its first 10 students with a full normal degree in 1929. That same year, the curriculum was expanded to include 2 years of college coursework. By 1938, the normal school hired its first full-time librarian, and in the same year, the curriculum was expanded again to include 3 years of college work. At this point, the normal school reached a turning point in its development. The high school was separated from the college in 1939, and the first 4-year college degrees were awarded in 1940. In 1941, the normal school became Pembroke State College for Indians, and its doors were opened to Indians from other tribes. At that point, the college was the only state-supported 4-year college for Indians in the United States. And it held this unique position until 1953, when the college was opened to non-Indians for the first time, and its name was changed to simply Pembroke State College. In 1969, the college name was changed again, this time to Pembroke State University. And of course, in 1973, the university became a part of the University of North Carolina system, and it's known today as the University of North Carolina at Pembroke. In 2005, the North Carolina legislature acknowledged this institution's unique and long history by designating it North Carolina's historically American Indian University. Of course, the university has expanded numerically and physically in the last 125 years. From its first class of 15 students, the university had a freshman class this year of more than 2,000 students. From an initial appropriation of $500, the current state appropriation in support of the university is now more than $58 million. And from its initial focus upon training teachers, UNCP now offers more than 40 undergraduate degrees and 17 master degree programs. This week, UNCP awards 605 undergraduate degrees and 184 master's degrees. Yes, that deserves applause. The real story of this campus, though, is found in more than buildings and dollars. The buildings and dollars merely reflect the life of purpose led by those who founded this remarkable institution. There were 7 of these ordinary people who led extraordinary lives, 4 appointed by the legislature and 3 selected by the first 4. The 4 trustees appointed by the legislature in 1887 were Preston Locklear, James Oxendine, James Dial Sr., and Reverend W.L. Moore. Their lives are worthy of your emulation, graduates. The elders among the founding trustees were Preston Locklear and James Oxendine, both 66 in 1887. Preston Locklear was from the Prospect community. He was a farmer and considered a leader in the Indian community. He was also the father of 12, including Dr. G.W. Locklear, the only practicing Indian physician in the county at the time. He was reported to be, quote, deeply interested in education, close quote, a characteristic his life certainly bore out. James Oxendine, known locally as Big Jim, was also a farmer and a successful merchant. James Oxendine was the first Indian elected as a Robeson County Commissioner, serving from 1868 to 1876. He was the father of 8 children. The 2 younger members of the original trustees were James Dial Sr. and W.L. Moore, who were 32 and 38 respectively at the time. James Dial lived in the Saddle Tree community and had 12 children. He served on the Normal School Board of Trustees for more than 30 years. He was also a founding member of the Mount Olive Church. Reverend W.L. Moore, whose name is certainly familiar to you, was the only non-Lumbee among the first trustees. He was from the Waccamaw Siouan tribe, but married into the Lumbee tribe. His wife, Mary Catherine Oxendine, was the first Indian woman school teacher in Robeson County. She was also a first cousin of the Oxendine trustees. Reverend Moore was the first headmaster of the Croatan Normal School and its only teacher for the first 3 years. Reverend Moore also donated $200 toward the first building that was constructed in 1887. He was the father of 5. As their first act, these 4 trustees appointed 3 additional trustees. These other initial trustees were J.J. Oxendine, Isaac Brayboy, and Allen Oxendine. J.D. Oxendine was James Oxendine's younger brother, and Allen Oxendine was their first cousin. Both J.J. and Allen were farmers, and each had 8 children. Isaac Brayboy, the 3rd additional trustee, was also a politically active farmer. There is one other significant name in the history of this institution who must be mentioned. Hamilton McMillan, sometimes identified as one of the founding trustees of the Normal School, was actually the member of the North Carolina legislature who sponsored the 1887 act that created the Croatan Normal School. McMillan was not an Indian, but the Indian community revered him. A statue honoring McMillan was unveiled in the front of historic Old Main on March 5th, 1987. These, then, are the people who are responsible for the founding and early success of this institution. On the surface, these were simple men. They were farmers, teachers, ministers, and parents. But they did extraordinary things. They were able to do these things because they lived lives of purpose, and by their purpose, blessed you all with the university from which you graduate today. A life of purpose begins with a vision, a goal, a notion of what is not now but what could be. This vision can be anything from clearing that next field for planting to the founding of a normal school. A vision is as individual and personal as the person who holds it. As W.L. Moore put it, a life devoted to the task of making the world a little better place to live in. What that better world looks like to you is your vision. A vision without more, though, is just a dream. It has no impact upon the real world. The founding trustees of this university knew that a vision requires hard work. It requires dedication. It requires commitment. It requires persistence. When you apply these qualities to a vision, anything is possible. The founding trustees' lives teach these lessons of hard work. Many of them dedicated 30 years and more to this campus, year in and year out, of commitment and work. They could not have known whether they would succeed. They could not have known that 125 years later, you would gather today to celebrate their efforts, but they labored nonetheless. One final point from the history of this university and the people who founded it. Life is not static, and neither is this university. The history of this university is one of constant evolution, numerically and academically, always moving forward. The richness of history informs the development and that continues even today. A prime example of this dynamism is an academic initiative announced in this year of celebration. Building upon its tradition as an historically Indian institution, the university has laid the foundation for the founding of the School of Southeast American Indian Studies here at UNCP. This will become the premier center of study dedicated to all indigenous communities of the southeastern United States, where students and scholars can come together to focus on the history and contemporary lives of these communities. UNCP is a natural home for such a school, and the presence of the school here will reinforce the uniqueness of this campus as it moves forward. In the words of the kickoff of this year of celebration, this school will honor our heritage as we soar toward our future. This brings us to the question, where does the graduating class of 2013 fit into the rich history of this campus? What will be your contribution as you soar toward your future? Will you create a legacy that is comparable to that of the founding trustees of this university? The possibilities are literally endless. There are 605 of you in this class of 2013, and among you there is a wide range of majors, 42 in all, everything from nursing to business administration, criminal justice, and various education majors. The founders of this campus would be most amazed by the science and technology majors, chemistry, mass communications, even applied physics. There is then among you a potential solution to virtually every problem that faces this region, the state of North Carolina, and indeed the world. The need for economic development, for an improved education system, for a healthier and more fit lifestyle, for fairness in the administration of justice. You are now equipped to meet all these challenges. Now I return to my original point. In large measure, your success in meeting these challenges will depend upon whether you live a life of purpose. Take the lives of the founding trustees of this university as your example. Commit yourself to something other than yourselves. Remain faithful to a goal larger than your own self-interest, and persevere over a lifetime with that goal. You know how to do these things. If you did not, you would not be here today to receive your diploma. Apply that same purposefulness as you go forward, and you will reflect well on the legacy of the founders of this institution. What I ask now of you is that you make a leap of imagination for the future. Imagine you would like to see in the world and make it so. This is precisely what the founding trustees of this institution did with their lives. Now, 125 years later, we celebrate them and their accomplishment. Dare to be as bold as they were, and perhaps 125 years hence, future students will celebrate your lives and your accomplishments. The class of 2013 is a very special one, and I am thrilled to be a part of it. You have the opportunity to do great things, and you have been given great examples. Now, it is your turn to become the example that others will follow. Congratulations, good luck, and I can hardly wait to see what you do. Thank you.
In recognition of the honorary degree, we also have a diploma that I would like to present to Dr. Locklear. It appears that the mist has stopped, and it appears that the class of 2013 is ready to receive degrees. I am pleased to begin this ceremony by asking your provost, Dr. Ken Kitts, to come to the podium.
Chancellor Carter, I call upon the deans of the College of Arts and Sciences and the Schools of Business and Education to present to you the candidates for degrees who will be awarded diplomas upon completion of all requirements of their degree programs as prescribed by the faculty, the Board of Trustees of the University of North Carolina at Pembroke, and the Board of Governors of the University of North Carolina. Dr. Mark Canada, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences.
I ask all candidates for undergraduate degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences to please stand and remain standing. Chancellor Carter, the College of Arts and Sciences is pleased to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, the Bachelor of Science, the Bachelor of Music, the Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and the Bachelor of Social Work.
Dean Rami Maisami, Dean of the School of Business.
I ask all candidates for undergraduate degrees from the School of Business and candidates for the Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies degree to please stand and remain standing. Chancellor Carter, the School of Business is pleased to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Accounting and the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. In addition, the BIS Council is pleased to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies.
Dr. Zoe Locklear, Dean of the School of Education.
I ask all candidates for undergraduate degrees from the School of Education to please stand and remain standing. Chancellor Carter, the School of Education is pleased to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Athletic Training, Bachelor of Science in Birth through Kindergarten Education, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education, Bachelor of Science in Exercise and Sport Science, Bachelor of Science in Health Physical Education, Bachelor of Science in Middle Grades Education, and Bachelor of Science in Special Education.
Chancellor Carter, all candidates for degrees are hereby presented.
Thank you, Dr. Kitts. I now ask all faculty to stand and remain standing in support of these graduates and is in confirmation of their meeting the rigorous standards set forth by the university. I would also invite all UNCP alumni here today in the audience or on the podium to stand and remain standing as witnesses to the conferral of these degrees and the acceptance of these students into the ranks of the loyal alumni. If there are alumni in the audience, please stand. Upon the recommendation of the faculty, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors and Trustees, and upon their completion of all requirements, I will confer upon these candidates the degree for which they have satisfied requirements, with all of its rights, honors, and responsibilities. Please join me in congratulating these students. Please be seated. I now call on Hilary Coleman, Vice President of the Student Government Association, to prepare the graduates for the ceremony. Hilary?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Hilary Coleman, and I have been serving as your SGA Vice President for the past year. I'm honored to be standing here today among Chancellor Carter, members of Board of Trustees and Board of Governors, UNCP faculty and staff, our supportive family and friends, and of course, the graduating class of 2013. Just like many of you, my journey at UNCP has included involvement in campus organizations. My journey specifically has included serving in student government, other student clubs, and also being the Pi Kappa Alpha Dream Girl. With our individual experiences, we have all learned leadership development, responsibility, morals, and many lifelong skills that we can take with us to our next journey in life. During these past years, we have all been challenged and enlightened, and in the end, we are more prepared for the world because of our experience here at UNCP. I ask all of you to use these experiences along with the knowledge that you have learned in the classroom, and I know that you will succeed in whatever endeavor you choose to embark on. Our time as a student of UNC Pembroke will soon be over, so let's reflect on a few moments to assure we never forget these, along with the ones that you have made yourself. Remember who you were the first night that you had moved in as a freshman, when you thought that you knew anything and everything about everything. Remember the long nights of studying and cramming during exam weeks, drinking the many Red Bulls and energy drinks trying to stay awake. Remember the friends that you made and the friends that you've lost. Remember the good times and also the lessons that have been learned. Remember being late to class because of the train. Remember the faculty and staff that have helped to shape you into the person that you have become today. Remember when it rains in Pembroke, it floods. But it doesn't look like it today, so that's good. Remember the town of Pembroke, because this has been your home for the past 4 years. But most of all, remember all of the moments, the people that you have encountered, and the experiences you had during your time here at UNCP. Our time at UNC Pembroke is coming to a close, but our experiences will always be with us and have shaped us into the person we are today. Congratulations, class of 2013. We did it.
Thank you. Thank you, Hilary. And by the way, we stopped the train today for 3 hours, so we're okay. Dr. Kay McClanahan, Professor and Chair of the English and Theater Department, will present the names of those candidates who are present today. Congratulations, graduates.
Since individual graduates are recognized by calling their names as they walk across the stage, we ask the entire audience to be respectful of the graduates and their families. We also ask that you remain seated and stay for the entire ceremony. Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees please step forward as their names are called? Please note that those students graduating summa cum laude, magna cum laude, or cum laude wear the gold cord. Some candidates are wearing special symbols denoting their membership in academic honor societies. College of Arts and Sciences, Bachelor of Arts, Desiree D. Ashley. Daria Michelle Bannerman. William Birch Barham III. Nicholas Aaron Dean Barnes. Skylar Dawn Barnes. Tyler Ronald Barnes. Miranda Barrera. Sarah Elizabeth Beal, summa cum laude. Aisha Rianne Bell. Brenda F. Bennett. Timothy Michael Robert Berkery. Marcy Lee Bishop, cum laude. Kristen Michelle Blackwell. Brennan Christopher Blue. Zachary Charles Bohannon. Leslie Catherine Brett. Sharnika Bridges. Lauren Alexandra Britt. Cynthia M. Brown. Brianna Danielle Buchanan, cum laude. Tiffany Kayla Buffkin, cum laude. Harris Danielle Burden. Sachet Charlemagne Burton. Frederick Christopher Byram. Lynetta Alicia Campbell. Sherilyn Renee Campbell. Jenna McLean Cartret. Sean Michael Chavis. Christopher Antonio Cheek. Jason Clark. Rachel Lynn Clark, cum laude. Anthony Leroy Clegg. John Henry Clemmer. Eric Matthew Clausen. Carl John Crossland. Courtney Alexis Curry. Candace Davis. Janet Louise Davis, summa cum laude. Jessica Edwards Davis. Rebecca Diane Deaver. Tammy Renee Deese. Maurice Juan Dula. Epifanio Duran Jr. Louis Elliott Edwards. Jalea Carthen Ellerby. Eliza Anawaki Emmanuel. Amy Nicole Etheridge. Donald Keith Fisher. Zachary Jeremiah Fry. Megan Alice Garris. Daniel Isaac Garton. Amy Lynn Giles. Heather Elizabeth Glatfelter. Arlene Naomi Grady. Courtney Lene Graham. Courtney Lene Graham, summa cum laude, Esther G. Maynard's Honors Society. Jacqueline Andrea Gray. Shelby Lee Grillo. Sarah Everett Hedgepeth. Leslie Megan Hill. Jeremy Fielding Horsley. Elena Carol Hunt. Marlena Hunt. Mary Elizabeth Hunter. Kingsley Uche Ihenachu. Heather Ann Ivy. Marlene Jackson. Lindsay Jacobs. Mona Lisa Jacobs. Carmen Nakissa Jenkins. Vernell F. Jenkins. Tawana Demetra Johnson, cum laude. Woody Renee Jones. Travon Terrell Joyner. Iva Victoria Koenig. Anastasia Almenda Iannaro. Alexandra Elizabeth Lang. Rakeem Lawrence. Caitlin Elena Lee. Casey Locklear. Craig Locklear, American Indian Studies. Caitlin Free Maldonado. Emmanuel Odysseus Manolukas. Marcus Anthony Mays. Julius Lemuel McAdoo III. James Joseph McClellan. Amber Monet McNeil. James Barnett McCrae. Kayla Denise Merritt. Karen Miller. Raymond Nance Miller. Alexa Grace Mooney. Elizabeth L. Moore. Brantley Gage Morgan. Caitlin Mary Elizabeth Morgan. Malcolm Kendrick Morris Griffin. Sean Raymond Mullins. Brittany Andrea Oliver. Sharon Denise Oxendine. Wanda Denise Oxendine. Ryan Dylan Parker. Danielle Nicole Perkins. Nishale Riche Peterson. Amelia Marie Philbrook, cum laude. Francine Janelle Powers. Lucy Angela Provost, cum laude. Demita Redmond. David Edward Reynolds. Marie Kristen Richters. Sharon Delane Robinson. Tyreek Deshawn Robinson. Justin Darnell Rogers. Athena Marie Rogers, summa cum laude. Christine Ann Sabina. Matthew Brandon Siegel, cum laude. Jacqueline Lynette Knight Simmons. Kenneth St. Germain Jr., cum laude. Rosalind Leanne Stanford. Jacob Tank Steiner. Rogers Alfonso Stevens II, cum laude. Nakisha Wyoming Strange. Joshua Edwin Strickland, cum laude. Kathy Lorraine Tart. Juan Antonio Teles. Gwendolyn Denise Terry. Taiwana Lynette Townsend. Linda Ashley Chobe. Jacqueline Leilani Valino, cum laude. Kelly Marie Van Dyke, cum laude. Cassie Marie Walker. Caitlin Amanda West. Camille Monet Weston. Jessica Sun Whitehurst. Kayla Marie Storm Whiteside. Beverly Smith Williams. Jocelyn Danae Williams. Michael Jamar Williams. Tamarian Michelle Williams. Tiara Chantel Williams. Ambria Soria Willoughby. Luis Enrique Zuniga Jr. Bachelor of Music, Chauncey Gordon Barnes, summa cum laude. Nikki Ray Freibot, cum laude. Brittany Joel Green, cum laude. Rachel Michelle Herring, cum laude. Allison Marie Stoddard, Bachelor of Science. Kelly Marie Aponte. Avon T. Banks III. Sarah Everett Barbie. Orrin Dale Bartlett. Brittany Diane Bartley. Nicole Diane Bosch. William Bennett Baxter II. Cara Elizabeth Beal, American Chemical Society certified. Lauren Christian Lofton Bell. Holly Jordan Berry. Rudolph Ludwig Bender III. Brandon Ravel Booker. Megan Elizabeth Bradley. Davita Nicole Brockington, summa cum laude, Esther G. Maynard's Honors Society. Curtis Angel Brooks Jr. Leslie Thomas Bullard. Daryl Tremaine Bergwin. Douglas Lavoris Burris Jr. Ryan Truman Chavis. Tammy Chavis. Sheena Lynette Christian. Drew Patrick Clausen. Danielle Nicole Cloud. Ryan Delano Cox. Erickson Brandon Cuthrell. Jacob Aaron Daly. Darnell Carlisle Daly. Victoria Amber Dancy. Keasia Daniels, American Chemical Society certified. Shalinda Nichelle Davis. Mac Davis, American Chemical Society certified. Akeem Duran Deacon. Sharissa Leon Dice. Heidi Lynn Dingwell, magna cum laude. Joey Curtis Dupree, summa cum laude, Esther G. Maynor Honors College. Christopher Joseph Durand, cum laude. Corey Dante Durham. Lakeisha Michelle Dykes. Sierra Chanel Edwards, cum laude, Esther G. Maynor Honors College. Logan Shantez Ellison. Catherine Ann Flores. Boyce Boye Friday Jr. Sophenial Ford. Gerardo Gallegos. Brianna Shante Garrison. Bobby Martin Gerald. Kayla Kathleen Giles. Devon Lamar Goodwin. Christopher Lee Green, cum laude. Ricky Lee Green. Lauren Nicole Grow. Jacqueline Esperanza Guerrero. Elena Martisa Guy. Shantae Louise Harris. Gabrielle Angel Harris, cum laude. K.O. James Haslam. Kyle Robert Hathaway. Betty Leanne Hahn. Trenton Keith Haywood. Charlie Ann Heller. Dalton Jacob Hoffer. Teresa Jean Howell, magna cum laude. Brandon Sean Hudson. Ladriana Ashley Hudson. Brandy Lynette Hunt. Daisy Ira, magna cum laude. Amber Michelle Jordan. Michelle Renee Carestas. Jennifer Caroline Cosi. Corey Jerome Lassiter. Louis Richard Leonard Jr. Dante Eugene Lewis. Deidre Elizabeth Locklear. Kristen Starr Locklear. Sarah Leanne Locklear. Lian Liu. Joshua Shane Long. Ashley Nicole Lowry. Joella Eshe Lyons. Nicholas Aaron Maynor. Kelly Jean Mayo, magna cum laude. Rachel Renee Macaulay. Bertha Shanez McDaniel. Sephra Chanel McNeil. Karen Elizabeth Menzel. Rachel Jean Milner, summa cum laude. Kirsten Kasima Monroe. Bradell Keith Moody. Chantel Latte Moore, Bachelor of Science in Mass Communication, Bachelor of Arts in Political Science. Karen Dana Morales. Reuben Stewart Moss. Marie Jo Murray, cum laude. Shelby Ray Newsom. Kimberly Van Nguyen. Crystal Nicole Nicodemus. Elena Marie Nowak, cum laude. Alexander Alberto Ortiz. Brittany Ann Oxendine. Chelsea Lane Oxendine. Christopher Paul Oxendine. Jasmine Renee Pace. Laquan Eugene Page. Emily Ann Parker. Ginger M. Pedersen, American Chemical Society certified. John Thomas Perry, cum laude. Joshua Stephen Perry, magna cum laude. Christopher Charles Peterkin. Bridget Nicole Phillips. Julie Kosha Phillips. Maria Gabriela Plana. Joshua Allen Plummer. Emily Suzanne Pope. Dustin Ray Porter. Ashton Brooke Pritchett. Thomas Robinson III. Chelsea Brooke Robinson. John Sebastian Robinson, magna cum laude. Veronica Rio Robles. Kara Michelle Rivo. Sunny Ruiz. Matthew Lawrence Sadler, cum laude. Mariah Grace Sampson, cum laude. Christopher Jordan Sawyers. Frederick H. Shermer II. Ariel Grace Schwartz. Gustavo Armando Rodriguez. Sohi Michelle Sefadashiti. Dustin Cody Sherrill. Joshua Terrell Shipman. Natalie Claudine Singletary, cum laude. Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice. Allison Sable Souls, magna cum laude, Esther G. Maynor Honors Society. Danielle Paulina Spalding, William Andrew Spencer II. Kean Tyler Spivey, magna cum laude. William Darrell Stanley II. Courtney Blair Thompson. Veronica Denise Tillman. Stephen Denice Townsend. Elizabeth Louise Voss. Elaine Jones Vesely. Terry R. Weber. Brandon Jamar Wiggins. Kedriana Doris Wiggins. Christopher H. Wild. Ashley Marie Williams. Chantal Kiara Williams. Shayna Diane Williams. Mia Lee Winterbottom, summa cum laude. Chandler French Worley II. Callie Wright. Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Brittany Joyce Almond. Kristen Renee Bowen. Melissa Louise Bowman. Angela Marie Brisson. Felicia Ann Britt. Emily Myers Cantrell. Carrie Dial Sampson. Brittany Michelle Emmerich. Elizabeth Anderson Futrell. Victoria Lynn Graham. Justin Lee Hunt. Tony Marissa Hunt. Ruth Nicole Jackson. Bridget Jacobs Laney. Donna Renee Lowry. Amanda Kate McClelland, cum laude. Anthony Lynn Neal. Regina Celia Ortiz. Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Bachelor of Science in Biology. Michelle Barbara Stallings, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Bachelor of Science in Biology. Courtney Skies. Sarah Ann Walls. Michelle Simone Winfrey, cum laude. Esther G. Maynor Honors College. Brittany Quamel York. Jenny Mary Zeri, cum laude. Bachelor of Social Work. Andrea Nicole Bennerman, cum laude. Alexis Denise Blue. Anna Elizabeth Blue, cum laude, Esther G. Maynors Honors College. Elizabeth Bonilla. Vicky Terrell Britton. Bridget Cade. Ashley Elizabeth Campbell. Nicole Yvonne Collins. Eric Preston Graham. Katie Loran Gary, cum laude. Suzanne Hanson, summa cum laude. Sonia Danielle Hardy. Amanda Brooke Harris. Megan Ann Hayden. Courtney Jo Holland. Danielle Christine Howell. Elizabeth Ashley Hunt. Tanya Marie Locklear. Kanisha Love. Shalay Monique Moore. Amber Diane Needham. Kara Morton Suarez Aviles. Ebony Siobhan Taylor. Kelsey Simone Walker. School of Business, Bachelor of Science. Ashley Marie Anctil, cum laude. Rosie M. Arita. Marcus Seth Blackwell. Adrian Lee Blue. Tanya R. Bowles. Hannah Lee Brumfield. Antoinette Locklear Bullard. Victoria Lynn Bullard. Lindetta Stacy Cambria. Tracy Michelle Campbell. Gary Kai O'Brien Chagwiza. LaRonda Carol Chavis. Leslie Ann Cohenauer. Brandon Scott Edwards. Bonnie Forsman, cum laude. Justin David Hall. Joshua Lee Jackson, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Kennedy. Ryan Sterling Krajewski. Dailat Lee. Bessie LeRae Locklear. Patricia Joyce McIver. Pardon Nolovu, cum laude. Justin Arlen Obida. Samuel Emanai Oga. Angela Denise Pitchford. Whitney Natasha Pittman. Colin Anderson Polk. Virginia K. Rodriguez. Zachary Dane Salinger. Lucas Kim Smith. Michael Brandon Smith, cum laude. Courtney Michelle Stoker, magna cum laude, Esther G. Maynor Honors College. Jessica Elizabeth Thorson. Martin Nordvik Tomter. Justin Ryan Watts. Rodney Cedric Webb II. Vera Leanne Wilkerson Calloway. Virginia Ann Williams. Kevin C. Wong. Christian M. Woods Starr. Shan Su. Yan Yan Han, cum laude. Kabao Yang. School of Education, Bachelor of Science. Kanisha Shakia Alston. Emily Ray Barr. Santana Danielle Batten. Zachariah Thomas Bayless. Devon Michael Bell. Brittany Ray Bennett. Brittany Elizabeth Benton, cum laude. Kristen Drew Benton. Brandon Darnell Bibbs. George Wilbert Blakeney Jr. Courtney Michelle Bolton. Derek Jerome Bridges. Donald Wayne Britt. Aaron Taylor Brooks, magna cum laude. Latia Montrese Brown. Jonathan Rashad Burgess. Bianca Marie Cacciati. Megan Colleen Carney, cum laude. Brittany C. Chavis. Roger Pfeiffer Cohen III. Melanie Elizabeth Cockerton, magna cum laude. Hilary Elise Coleman. Andrea Collian, magna cum laude. Kirby Antonio Cooper Jr. Naomi Eileen Cruz. Michael Lindsay Davis. Millicent Jean Davis. James Stephen De La Riva. Ashley Terry Debnam. William Taylor Deese. Billy Joe Dial, cum laude. Derek Bradley Dow. Erica Danielle Fender. Kristen K. Freeman. Emily Ann Gabstel, cum laude. Max Blaisdell Gagnon, cum laude. Taylor Ruth Galantine. Megan Elizabeth Gallimore. Bethany Ryan Gardner, cum laude. Carrie Jolynn Gerald. Jonathan Andrew Gibson. India Yvonne Golden. Carla Michelle Gregory, cum laude. Irma Bethay Hammonds. Lauren Ashley Haney. Sarah Seabrook Hurd. Dwight Antonio Henry Jr. Shauna Hardy Hobbs. Brent Parker Houston. Nicole Lisa Howard. Morgan Ashley Howington. Lauren Elizabeth Hughes. Tiandria Nicole Hunter. Victoria Rose Jacobs, cum laude. Kyle Lee Johnson. Renee Staton Johnson. Patrick L. Kasango. Danielle Elizabeth Keel, cum laude. Brittany Latasha King. Alicia Elena Klarzak. Emily Morgan Klein, magna cum laude. Shantiqua Marie Ledson. Cornelius Lamar Lamb. Candace Aaron Langston, summa cum laude, Esther G. Mainers Honors College. James Lante Levette Jr. Michael Anthony Liptrap. Courtney Lachelle Locklear, cum laude. Sasha Hale Locklear. Raymond Douglas Long. Kayla Gwen Lowry. Amanda Samara Lowry, magna cum laude. Danielle Renee Lunsford. Livia K. Mahaffey, magna cum laude. Tara Dawn McClurg, summa cum laude. Amanda Sierra McNeil. Jasmine Patrice McNeil. Jessica McPherson Mercer. Justin Michael Miller. James Edward Mulally. Walter Joaquin Munoz. Amanda Abbott Murillo, cum laude. Brittany Kinlaw Norton, cum laude. Justin Heath Odom. Brantley Justin Oxendine. Candace Lynn Pate. Michael Braxton Perry. Kenneth Wayne Phillips. McKinley Phillips Jr. Tyler T. Piers. Janae Monique Pipkin. LaShonda Renee Pipkin. Benjamin Coy Purvis, Elizabeth Catherine Quinn, Darius Kashawn Randolph, Sasha Marie Revels, Brittany Marie Riggins, Teresa Turpin Rubio, magna cum laude, Taylor Jordan Saxton, Jesse Leonard Scott II, Raquel Charday Scott, Joseph Franklin Shaw, James Terrell Spence, Alyssa Noel Sprague, Quanisha Lachelle Springs, Samuel David Stevenson, Jeffrey Ryan Stiles, Allison Caroline Strickland, Zachary Green Sudreth, Douglas Emmanuel Taylor, Bo Matthew Thompson, Priscilla Hubbard Thompson, Marissa Leanne Tull, Anna Marie Valancourt, cum laude, Stephanie Jeanette Varela, Beverly Gladys Voss, cum laude, Jamie Denise Velez, cum laude, Christopher Seth Wagner, Darcy Gale Wagner, Megan Cherie Walker, Dana F. Warren, Dominique Latrice Washington, James Joseph Williams, Jonathan Ray Williams, Carlotta Maria Winston, Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies, Edna L. Hagan, Stacy Lynn Hooks, Lenore Devonna Lacey, Lester Malloy Jr., Connie Lathan Parker, summa cum laude, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies in Public and Nonprofit Administration. Chancellor Carter, all candidates for degrees have now been presented.
It is a sunny day. If you didn't realize it before, in the last hour, all of you became alumni. And I'd like to invite Mr. Aaron Thomas, the president of the Alumni Association, to bring you greetings.
Thank you, Chancellor. On behalf of the UNCP Alumni Association and over 20,000 fellow alumni, congratulations, class of 2013. When I think about this institution and what each one of you have accomplished today, one word comes to mind, and that word is opportunity. This institution was founded by local American Indians who just wanted that opportunity for their children to become educated. Don't take lightly what each of you have accomplished here today. 125 years later, our graduates here today have again seized the opportunity to further your education. Take your new degrees and make a powerful, positive difference wherever your careers may lead you. Each of you today are also new members of the Alumni Association. When you can, I hope you will be here for your university. Be here with your energy and enthusiasm, with your time, your talents, and your resources, and with your influence to make sure that future generations of students have that same opportunity that you're having here today. Again, congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas. I need to recognize some very important people that are here today. For you, they're really the most important people in the world. First, I'd like for the parents or guardians of our graduates to please stand. I would like the spouses and children of our graduates to please stand. Grandparents and other family members, please stand. Everybody keep standing. And finally, special friends of our graduates. That's probably everybody here. Let's give them a round of applause, graduate. Okay, you can be seated. We're just about finished here. But I would like to thank all of the offices and all the people that put this event together in spite of the obstacles that we may have faced. And again, I think we have made sunshine today. Let's not let it end. There are receptions that will be held for each of the schools and colleges immediately following the ceremony. They are located directly behind me on the street that is there. There's a big tent in front of the school of the College of Arts and Sciences. That's Hickory Hall. A little farther down the street, you'll find tents in front of the School of Education and the School of Business. It's a great place for you to find your graduates. Now I would like to ask you to rise and join in the singing of the Alma Mater. Dr. Jaeyoon Kim and the Pembroke Singers will provide the Alma Mater for us, but please join in. Once again, congratulations, graduates. There are a lot of people in this quad this morning, and I'm going to ask for your cooperation so we can exit the quad area and get to the receptions as quickly as we can. And one of the things that will help, if those that are spectators will remain off of the pathways and let the graduates go out, and we'll be able to get everyone out here in about 10 minutes. Otherwise, it takes a lot longer.